You reach for your phone to check the weather or glance at a text message. It is an ordinary motion, something you do dozens of times a day without a second thought. Then 20 minutes vanish. When you finally put the device down, the physical room hasn't changed, but your body has. Your chest is tight, your jaw is clenched, your breathing has become shallow. You haven't actually learned any new, verifiable facts about the world, yet you carry the distinct feeling that everything out there is stupid, deeply divided, or entirely doomed. We are not merely consuming information online, we are absorbing an induced atmosphere. Our bodies metabolize this engineered weather long before our minds realize it is raining. For years, we viewed the internet through an optimistic metaphor. It was a passive window. We looked through it to see foreign cities, learn from experts, or witness distant events. But a window doesn't study the viewer. It doesn't notice which landscapes make you linger, and it doesn't rearrange the view outside to exploit your specific psychological vulnerabilities. The modern feed does. Author Eli Pariser named this the filter bubble. We have moved into a world where the internet acts as a predictive mirror, quietly enclosing us in our own habits. This environment distorts reality by altering the proportion of what we see. It takes a rare, extreme event and repeats it so relentlessly that our nervous systems begin to treat the outrageous as normal. The algorithm does not operate out of hatred or cartoonish villainy. It simply optimizes for engagement, because in the digital market, human attention is the primary raw material. Legal scholar Tim Wu argues that new media continuously opens up fresh territory inside human awareness for commercial capture, exchanging focus for convenience. Shoshana Zuboff calls this surveillance capitalism. It is an economy that converts human experience into behavioral data, extracting your momentary hesitations, your late-night insomnia, and your flashes of outrage. This architecture harms human minds by rewarding the high-arousal emotions that make it physically difficult to look away. No malice is required, only a metric that prioritizes time on site over human health. Your human nervous system detects tone, threat, and social danger long before the rational brain evaluates a source. The body reads the feed before the mind can check the footnotes. This is your amygdala, the brain's smoke detector. When you encounter a furious headline, it reacts to those symbolic threats as immediate physical dangers. Locked in this state, your perception narrows, triggering an urgent need for simple, certain answers. Psychologists call this affective realism. Your brain misinterprets your body's manipulated emotional state as objective evidence. Your body feels threatened, so your mind concludes the world is a threat. This is why traditional fact-checking often fails. You cannot successfully reason with a nervous system that is biologically trapped in a fight-or-flight response. The machine watches these physical reactions. It logs a lingering thumb or a pause caused by a tightened chest as engagement signals, measuring exactly what holds you. This creates a U-loop. The algorithm tests emotional hooks like fear or outrage, logging which impulse forces you to stay online. Over time, it compiles these traces into a behavioral profile, a jagged caricature built entirely from agitated moments. The personalized feed is not an accurate reflection of who you are. It is an environment that isolates your deepest wounds and repeatedly uses them as bait. When millions of human nervous systems are dysregulated by different personalized realities, the shared ground required for a democracy vanishes. This continuous extraction of attention drains our human will. We lose cognitive autonomy, the ability to consciously choose what matters in our own lives, rather than reacting to what is pushed in front of us. When individuals are locked in this reactive state, the collective ability to seek truth collapses. Success for a manipulator doesn't require dictating our thoughts. It only requires keeping us too exhausted to distinguish signal from noise. Reclaiming that clarity requires 3 disciplines: understanding the machine, regulating the body, and discerning the truth. Agency begins with interoception, the practice of noticing subtle physical feelings like a clenched jaw. You have to regulate the body's alarm before you can attempt to evaluate the information. Freedom lives in the gap. It is the quiet, physical pause you insert between a notification arriving and your decision to react. You cannot control the machine that learns you. But by noticing your body's physical hooks, you reclaim the power to decide what gets your attention and what gets your life.
Thank you for watching. If something in this resonated with you, then you're already closer than you think. If you're ready to go deeper, there's a link below to my book, The Feed is Not the World: Escaping the Attention Trap in an Age of Algorithmic Manipulation. This isn't theory, it's a framework you can actually use. Tap the link below and step into it.